President Bola Tinubu has urged Nigerians to live in peace and unity regardless of political, religious or ethnic affiliation in his message at the opening ceremony of the second plenary of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria held at the Youth Development Center in Obot, Akara local government area of Akwa Ibom State. President Bola Tinubu, represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, charged the body to speak the truth and uphold justice and fairness without fear or favor.
Faith communities, particularly the Catholic Church, occupy a unique position to inspire moral renewal, promote civic responsibility, and foster peace and unity. In a world increasingly shaped by rapid change, political tensions and competing values, the voice of the Church must remain clear, prophetic and unwavering. Our diversity as a nation is not a weakness, it is our greatest strength. Nigeria's multi-ethnic, multi-religious composition should be a source of creativity, innovation and resilience. However, for diversity to be an asset, we must deliberately promote tolerance, respect, and dialogue.
The President also sought partnership of the Catholic Church to promote civic education and youth empowerment with the aim of equipping the next generation not only with academic skills but also with values that will make them responsible for members of society.
That the Catholic Church in Nigeria has over the decades remained a moral compass, a bastion of hope, and a strong partner in the social, educational, and health development of our dear country. Let me reassure you all that the federal government remains open to deepening collaboration with the Catholic Church and other faith-based organizations in key sectors such as education, healthcare, social welfare, and skills development. Together we can tackle poverty, reduce inequality, and build stronger communities.
President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, in his remarks, commended the Catholic Church for sustaining the vision of the Tinubu-led administration and for their contributions to national and human capital development through various empowerment initiatives.
The foundation of our cordial relationship with the executive is not convenience, though, but it's out of conscience and the enduring interest of the common man. Through such collaboration, we have widened access to education in Nigeria, which used to be the prerogative of the Catholic Church alone. Through the Students' Loans Act, lifting the hopes of our youth and the poor, they can now access tertiary education. We restrain tariff hikes that the poor might not be crushed beneath too much heavy weight burden of paying taxes. We passed new minimum wage, which a lot of people seem to forget, to alleviate the suffering of our people. We affirm the dignity of labor and the rights of the Nigerian workers to have a living wage. And when war drums sounded in Niger Republic, very close to us, we chose the harder road of peace over the easier path of conflict. We said no to war. These are not mere statutes, but living testimonies that Parliament and pulpit reason and work together in faith, already working hand in hand for the good of all Nigerians.
Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umar Eno, on his part, reassured the people of his administration's commitment to alleviating poverty and improving living conditions in the state, noting that this informed establishment of a stand-alone Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs to address welfare concerns.
Outside government, no other organization has invested in humanitarian services more than the Catholic Church, and we celebrate the Church today. Our administration is heavily invested in lifting people out of poverty, giving voice and comfort to the poor and vulnerable. That's why we have spent billions of naira in initiative programs that seek to improve their living condition. A separate standalone Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs was created by our administration specifically for this purpose. To date, we have built and added over 265 Arise Compassionate Homes for the poor all around our state. As a matter of fact, we are targeting 500 homes before the end of our first term in office.
President of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, His Grace Archbishop Lucius Ugoji, has commended Senate President Godswill Akpabio for his support in sustaining Catholic structures in Akwa Ibom State. Archbishop Ugoji gave the commendation at St. Lucy Parish, Ukana Ikot, in SCN Udim local government area during the cross exhortation and benediction mass of the 2025 Bishops' Conference. He urged the faithful to remain committed to the teachings of the Holy Bible and to follow the example of Jesus Christ as taught to his disciples.
I wouldn't end my response without commending the Senate President, Dr. Godswill Akpabio, for this wonderful church he built. I think it's a way of singing your own Magnificat, what God has done for you. This evening, we join Mary to sing the Magnificat, that God raised her from her lowliness to become the mother of our Savior. So I think that by building this church, and from the grapevine, I heard that wherever you go, you build churches. So come to Were and build.
In his remarks, Parish priest of St. Lucy, Very Reverend Father Michael Essien, thanked the bishops for choosing Akwa Ibom for the gathering and prayed for long life and greater achievement for the Senate President.
I thank the greater Parish family, most especially His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio and his beloved wife, Dr. Mrs. Kaite Unoma Akpabio, our cherished, loving, and sweet mother, for their unalloyed support to make this occasion a very huge success. Amanye Adasa, Adwa. They single-handedly purchased this land, fence rounded, built this magnificent church, bearing the name of His late mother Lucy, and a beautiful father's house, all to the glory of God. Please, let us give them a resounding applause.
After the Mass, the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, hosted the bishops, members of the National Assembly and other dignitaries to a brief reception at his country home in Ukana.
You don't ever remind a king about his low beginnings, am I right? But I'm one king that loves to talk about the low beginnings. In order to encourage other children that once you have God, you have everything. You believe in God, and God will do it for you. It is not everybody that God will accept the gift of a sanctuary from. So since it has pleased God to accept the gift of a sanctuary from me, please, whenever you do anything, invite me. I would like to make a contribution. I hope I'm speaking your voice. So that is my joy. So today, all my children are Catholics. My dear wife, very Catholic. Myself standing here, I had to also convert to Catholicism.